phase of moon. Third phase.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got an interesting report today. Just earlier this morning, Donald Trump from the White House made some statements, and just when he's making his exit, a reporter threw out a wild question. Listen up.
She's also made videos saying that doctors make medicine using DNA from aliens and that they're trying to create a vaccine to make you immune from becoming religious.
Well, maybe it's the same, maybe it's not, but I can tell you this.
What the heck is this all about? Why are they asking the president these wild questions in regards to DNA from aliens? And we're going to break down how Donald Trump reacted to the question and much, much more. We've got from Los Angeles, Dr. J. Andy Elias coming in, as well as Paula Asteria. And then we're going to take it out to Arizona and meet up with Doc Skinner from 1020 Productions, along with Goof on Radio. Rich Giordano is going to be with us. And we're going to chime in from Dave Scott, all the way in Canada, from Spaced Out Radio. And I'm going to get Brent's opinion as well of what he thinks this wild day was at the end of the presidential conference at the Prez White House meeting today. Now, let's get to the panel and open it up right now from Paula Asteria. What do you got, Paula?
So this is amazing. The president just came out moments ago during a press conference and was asked whether or not alien DNA had been used in treatments concerning certain medical technology. This is concerning the Dr. Stella, who came out yesterday. There was a very popular show and it was taken down where she announced, along with a team of other doctors, about treatments for what is going on at the moment. So, what are the implications of this? I mean, forget what Tucker Carlson announced about there being off-world craft. This is even more incredible because this means that basically the president just said that we are working with extraterrestrials.
Now, let's take it out to Canada. I want to get Dave Scott's opinion from Spaced Out Radio.
The fact that they are now bringing in the idea of alien DNA as a part of this pandemic is utterly ludicrous. Look, medical practitioners, we are supposed to be able to trust with our lives. And if they are now going down these very sketchy roads, I don't know if I want to be a part of it. You know, I mean, this isn't up for debate. We are talking about human lives here that are at risk. And we're talking about alien DNA in trying to find a cure. This doesn't make sense at all. There is no value to it. And if that is the way things are going, we're all going to die.
It is very interesting and bizarre indeed. Now, let's get to Doc Skinner in Arizona.
So I just watched the last question from the White House press meeting, and it was very direct about the alien DNA being mixed with human blood for a vaccine. I don't know. All I know is that while I was watching this video, when the statement came out of the reporter's mouth, President Trump did not budge. He did not blink. I mean, completely solid rock. Like, didn't faze him one bit. Like, there was no surprise. Makes you wonder. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying the spidey senses are tingling on the back of my neck.
I think the people are getting fascinated about these recent questions to the president. Very bizarre. Let's take it out to Arizona again. Richard Giordano from Goof on Radio.
We just got out of yesterday, a retraction from the New York Times saying, this had to be done on purpose, saying we have off-world vehicles in our possession. That was an editing mistake, something like that. Somebody said something they shouldn't have said, wrote down, transcribed, whatever. So today during a Trump media session, the question and answers, they were talking, I guess a reporter brought up about Trump's tweet last night about a doctor who was fantastic and very smart, and she made a video. And the question was about the video this doctor made. So the question that the reporter asked Trump was, so she's also made videos saying that doctors make medicine using DNA from aliens.
All right, let's take it out to Los Angeles. I want to get Dr. J. Andy Elias's opinion. What do you think of today's statements at the White House today?
If anyone out there is a body language expert, I would love to hear what people have to say about Donald Trump when he heard that question. Now, from what I saw, I knew that President Trump wasn't necessarily taken aback, and he didn't, acting like in a joking manner, because he's been talking about extraterrestrials either through other people by mentioning Area 51. He also mentioned Roswell, multiple things, but the fact that a doctor, a respected doctor, I don't know what country she was from, actually said alien DNA is mind-blowing. And that's why people have been saying President Trump is a disclosure president. So I'm very glued to the news to find out what follow-ups will be on this topic.
All right, let's take it out to Brent Cousins. Brent, what's your thoughts? Pretty weird day today in the White House press briefing room.
What's really interesting, as usual, Trump didn't even flinch when he was asked this question. I would have at least raised a brow, or I would have even smiled. I would have said, where's this hardball question coming from? What's happening? Donald Trump is kind of, he said maybe. What's he mean by maybe? Is there a possibility that there's alien DNA out there being supplemented for some sort of treatment? What in the world's going on?
She's also made videos saying that doctors make medicine using DNA from aliens.
The thing that caught my eye was the fact that the president didn't budge. Because that's a question that normally an eyebrow would be raised. You'd be like, really? That's what they said? No. So this is a tough cookie for me. I don't know what to say on this one other than that if I was president, I would have at least raised an eyebrow. I would have been like Scooby-Doo. Like, where did this come from? I want to learn more. But it was just stoic, I think is the best word I can think of. So I don't know what to tell you folks on this one.
I say this because when they asked him, he didn't respond to the question necessarily, but when he was asked it, his reaction was just, he wasn't surprised, he didn't lift an eyebrow. It was more like, I'm not going to touch this. But he said that this doctor is credible, and he said that we should be listening to what she is saying. So this is incredible. This statement just blows the lid off everything. This is really incredible. And like I said, he didn't straight out confirm what they were saying. Obviously, if he did, people would lose it. But his reaction was just...
He didn't flinch. She mentioned DNA from aliens is how they're making medicine. And he didn't even flinch. He didn't say, what'd you say? He didn't say what? He acted like, I think I heard what I heard. I'm going to ignore it. And I'm just going to answer this question to how I thought she was asking me a question without the aliens. He had to have heard it, right? How do you not hear that? I think she thought Trump wouldn't say anything. He wouldn't catch it. He's not paying attention. It's the last question of the day. He just wants to go. He's just going to answer me without even listening to me. Watch. Maybe that's what this is. Unless that video is real. I couldn't find it. Maybe somebody here in the panel did. Maybe Cousins Brothers did. Maybe they found out the woman doctor and found this video that has that claim on there that doctors make medicine from the DNA from aliens. And we're hearing something about off-world vehicles, then it's retracted. That's like Roswell. And now we're hearing this. This probably... I don't know if this will be heard from anybody else. You never know. But I'm sure if we heard it, everybody else heard it live. There's no way we didn't. It's weird. What does it mean? Do they want us to know the truth and they're just saying stuff in bits and pieces? Maybe. It's Pretty smart. But what would she know, a reporter? What do we know? What do you know? We don't know anything anymore. Maybe that's it. That's the narrative right there. Confuse and shut everybody up.
I want to thank everybody from around the world who just joined us. I want to get your opinions. Why do you think the reporter threw out this crazy question to the president? What's this all about? Is there maybe a connection with our DNA from another world? It seems like the president had his own opinion and he wasn't really surprised by the question. Interesting indeed. And if you've captured anything amazing in the skies, you want to chime in right here at Third Phase Moon, my contact is in the description below, as well as all the people on the panel tonight. Their contacts are in the description below as well. Everybody keep your eyes on the skies. Be safe out there. Blake Cousins. We'll see you real soon.
Third.